Hi everyone, here I'm doing my first video. This is going to be attached to my Facebook for my friends and family that have liked me. This is my first video and it's called the Big Mac Challenge. I'm going to do several videos of myself as a lot of my friends on Facebook have encouraged me that I should probably do this for YouTube. So I hope people enjoy it. There will be a couple of links at the bottom of, first of all, people that inspired me to do this, particularly Kaid and Eric out of Japan. Of course, I'm going to put out some thanks there. First of all, I'm going to put out big thanks to my wife, Elaine, who has done all the planning for this trip. We're going on a trip for a month. We leave July 31st and we come back September the 2nd. And it's going to be a whirlwind trip of Asia. So this is going to be a bit of a trailer and a bit of a mix of my Big Mac Challenge, because for those of you who know me on Facebook, I did this a couple of years ago when I went to Taiwan and Hong Kong and Macau. And this time we're doing a whirlwind tour. We're starting off and we're going to be traveling to Japan. We're going to be starting off flying out of Toronto, so I'm Canadian. That's the first thing you need to get to know about me. The second thing you need to get to know about me is that I'm a type 1 diabetic. So I'm going to do some other videos for YouTube and to give people that are type 1 diabetics a few things that they need to know about traveling and doing some extensive traveling. Little things to check off and little things to do when you are traveling, because it's not an easy life, though it's a beautiful life. So first of all, I'm putting big thanks, like I said, out to my wife, Elaine, who has done all of this planning, and we're at this wonderful whirlwind tour for my wife, Elaine, my son, Gabriel, and myself. We fly out of Toronto to San Francisco, short stop off in San Francisco, not even 2 hours, and then off to Tokyo. And we're in Tokyo from August the 1st to August the 6th. And I'm going to give you some hints about when you're traveling, some things that you can do to make it really, really cheap. My wife does an amazing job at planning this. Didn't want to put out some big thank yous, of course, to a couple of people that helped make this trip really possible. So the first one is my general practitioner, Dr. Sud, out of Toronto. He's amazing doctor. I really enjoy having him as my general practitioner, and he does specialize in travel medicine, so he helped make this trip really, really good. And then of course my pharmacist, I'm not going to name the pharmacy, but one of the pharmacies out of the Scarborough Town Centre where I live here in Toronto, Sue. She really, really helped out with making sure I've got all my medications and stuff like that. So anyways, let's explain a little bit about the Big Mac Challenge that my friends on Facebook are used to. So, typical Big Mac we get here in Canada. Okay, so this is a fascination that I've had, with McDonald's and Big Macs in general. So I've been to several places in the world and had Big Macs wherever I've gone. One of these here in Canada right now, for the combo, for a drink, French fries, I didn't get all of that and a drink. You're going to pay about $11 Canadian, okay? And so that's part of the Big Mac Challenge. How much does it cost compared to the Canadian Big Mac? Am I going to get something of a deal? How is it going to be like that? Second thing in the Big Mac Challenge is, and I'll put some pictures of this in my trailer and in a subsequent video of what the Big Mac is supposed to look like for a picture. Okay, so I'm not advertising McDonald's and things like that, but I do want you to get what the picture looks like. So that's going to be the first thing that I'm going to compare Big Macs as I go on this wonderful trip. Second thing that I'm going to do with the Big Mac challenge, as I call it, I'm going to talk about the taste. So how does it taste? Because one of the things that really fascinates me, having tried McDonald's pretty much every city that I've traveled to, is the consistency. It's unbelievable how consistent the Big Mac is. So we got three criteria. How much does it compare to the Canadian dollar? How does it look compared to the picture? And the last one, of course, is the is the taste. Is it better tasting? Is it worse tasting than the ones that we get in Canada? So a couple of places. I bought this in Toronto on Bloor Street. Bloor Street is one of our major streets here in Toronto. Most people may know Yonge Street for those of you that don't live in Toronto. And I'm going to be trying Big Macs across the thing. I haven't opened up the box yet. You can see the box is still sealed. I don't know what it's going to look like. So let's just talk a little bit about the travel and how this Big Mac challenge is going to go. So first stop is Tokyo. Had a Big Mac in Tokyo before, so I might do it, I might not do it, but I'm going to do some other travel videos on my YouTube channel once I get this stuff edited down. The second location that we're going to be in is Bangkok. I'm definitely going to try a Big Mac there. I actually know that there is a McDonald's in the airport, so on the day that we fly out to our third destination, which is Chiang Mai in Thailand, I might actually do it in the airport. We'll have to see. I'm going to figure out some time to actually go to a McDonald's and do the Big Mac challenge in Bangkok. And then when we get to Chiang Mai, which is in Thailand, we're going to be there for several days. I'm definitely going to try a Big Mac in Chiang Mai. I might actually do it in our apartment, and then or where we're staying. And then of course, Hong Kong. Hong Kong has got my favorite Big Mac. Consistently, I've been, at McDonald's when I've gone there to visit because that's where my in-laws live. The Big Macs look like the picture, they taste like the picture, and of course, it's less expensive than what it is here in Canada. The last time I was there, now I know the dollars are different at the moment, but the last time I was in Hong Kong, I actually paid about $3.50 for the Big Mac combo. Now, the drink was a little bit smaller. The French fries, I don't know, consistently, and I might do a French fry video just to have that comparison because, like I said, I didn't buy the combo today. And then, on our way back here to Toronto, we're going to be hitting up Osaka and Kyoto. So I'm going to definitely make an attempt to get to there. As a matter of fact, it won't be an attempt, I'll get there. And we'll be able to tell you what that's like. So let's take a look at what we've got here at the Big Mac. This is going to be a little bit cold because I did have to go out of the McDonald's, because in the McDonald's that I was in Toronto, they were actually playing music, and if this is going to be on YouTube, you can't really have any music, so I'm going to do my best to avoid having music in the background that's going to prevent this from being on YouTube Canada and other parts of the world. So let's take a look. I've opened it up. This is what it looks like in the box. Okay, let's take a look at the consistency. So we can take a look at the Big Mac here. I'm going to put both sides because I really want to point out that this is definitely not going to look like the picture. It's a little bit lopsided. Here, I'm going to open up the burger a little bit so you can take a look. It's got all the things on it that you're supposed to get: onions, lettuce, the special sauce. The patties are quite small here in Canada. I know that was one of the experiences that I had. So they're a little bit smaller than what we may see in other parts of the world. And I'm going to take my bite now. It's a little bit cold, but it'll still be good. So I'm a bit of a messy eater, but McDonald's is not supposed to be that clean of a food to eat. But you know, it lives up to the Big Mac standard, you know, special sauce. You can actually get that recipe offline from McDonald's. But you know, it's a Big Mac. It's what you expect. You know, it's pretty thick. It's got the 3 buns on it, lots of lettuce, lots of sauce. Like I said, the only thing that is a little bit off for me is that I know from the last time I did these videos on YouTube that the burgers are smaller than other parts of the world. But McDonald's, hey, your consistency is up there. You know, I really have to say that. So I'm gonna do a Facebook video probably in the next couple of days before we take off. It's now actually July the 27th, July the 27th, and I'm gonna do a link on my Facebook page for my friends. So hopefully you'll come out and see this. Please share it with people. I really would love to get some royalties from YouTube. I'm not expecting them, but you know, because I'm doing this for a lot of my family that don't have attachments to the various forms of social media. And probably the next time my Facebook family is going to see me doing something live like this, it's you know, I'm going to be on my travels. You know, I'm looking forward to this, and again, you know, big thanks to my wife, all that she's done for this trip and making it happen, and big thanks to those people that support me. Like I said, I'm going to be talking about a few other things in traveling as a type 1 diabetic, as well as, you know, some of the wonderful places that we're going to end up going and seeing. And the last thing I'm going to do, and just so you guys have the heads up, is my son loves Dance Dance Revolution. 15-year-old that loves it, and I am so happy that he's found a passion that you know, something that I really think is awesome and great. And you know, I might share some of that with you as well, because I have one of the coolest sons that you could ask for. Anyways, thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you on the other side.